Welcome to Yes Institute, and today again we are here with our podcast session. And the podcast is all about GDP. I'm here with my shining stars, Simran and Mrs. Deepti. So let's start. Here we go. Hey Simran, do you know what GDP is?
Yes, Madhvi ma'am, GDP or gross domestic product is a measure of a country's economic activities.
How does it work? Explain to me.
GDP measures the value of all goods and services produced within a country. It includes consumer spending, investment, government spending, and exports imports.
Oh, I get it. So it's an indicator of a country's economic situation.
Exactly. GDP growth indicates a country's economic development, while a decline indicates economic recession.
That's really useful information. Thanks, Simran.
You're welcome, Madhvi ma'am. I'm happy to share economic knowledge.
So, how does GDP affect our daily lives?
Well, GDP growth can lead to job creation, higher incomes, and increased economic opportunities.
That makes sense. And what about GDP per capita?
GDP per capita is the total GDP divided by the country's population. It gives an idea of the standard of living in a country.
Hey guys, what's going on?
We're discussing GDP and its impact in our daily lives, Deepti ma'am.
Oh, cool. I would love to join in. Simran, can you explain how inflation affects GDP?
Inflation is a key factor that can impact GDP. When inflation rises, the purchasing power of consumer decreases, which can lead to reduced spending and lower GDP growth.
That makes sense. So, central bank try to keep inflation in check to support economic growth.
Exactly. Central banks use monetary policies like interest rates to control inflation and stabilize the economy.
Okay, got it. And what about global events like trade wars or pandemics? How do they impact GDP?
Global events like trade wars and pandemics can significantly impact GDP. Trade wars can lead to reduced exports and higher prices, while pandemics can disrupt supply chains and reduce consumer spending.
Wow, I didn't realize how many factors can impact GDP. Thanks for explaining it in such details, Simran.
Anytime, Madhvi ma'am and Dipti ma'am, understanding GDP and its factors can help us make sense of the world's economic news.
Absolutely. I feel more informed now. Thanks for the conversation, Simran.
You're welcome, Madhvi ma'am. Let's catch up again soon and discuss more economic topics.
Definitely. I would love to learn more about economics. Hey, what's the difference between GDP and GNP?
Great question. GDP measures the value of goods and services produced within a country, while GNP, gross national product, measures the value of goods and services produced by a country's citizens, regardless of where they are produced.
Ah, I see. So GNP includes informed income earned by citizens abroad.
Exactly. GNP gives a more accurate picture of a country's economic output as it includes income earned by citizens abroad.
Okay, got it. And what about the Human Development Index? How does the that relate to GDP?
HDI measures a country's well being by considering factors like life expectancy, education, and income. While GDP measures economic growth, HDI provides a broader picture of a country's development.
That's really interesting. So a country can have GDP but low HDI if it doesn't invest in education and healthcare.
Exactly. GDP only measures economic growth, but HDI gives a more comprehensive picture of a country's development and standard of living.
Wow, I'm loving this conversation. economics is so fantastic.
I completely agree. Economics is all around us, and understanding it can help us make more sense of the world.
Absolutely. Thanks for the sharing your knowledge, Simran. You are a great knowledgeable in this.
Thanks, Madhvi ma'am. I'm happy to share my passion for economics with you both.
That's wonderful, my dear shining stars. And I believe that all of the people have understood with our conversation that what is GEP, HDI, and GNP. For getting more knowledge and learning how to speak in the different skills, in improving your conversation skills, join Entertainment for Us. Learn English swiftly.
Play.
Swiftly.